It's your boy Danny and we back at it with another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys step by step on my strategy, as well as showing you guys on why this is the best strategy as of today. So if you really want to learn how to trade, make sure you watch this video. Besides that, this is my first time holding the camera like this, so I hope you guys are enjoying the new content that I will be giving out to y'all, as well as I hope you guys are having a wonderful and amazing day. And just know that if you are in a situation that you don't want to be in, there's always a way out, but it only starts within you. So keep going and never give up, because once you give up, not only do you let yourself down, but you let the people around you down. And I have one more announcement. If you guys have been in my trading community before, I'm going to put my Instagram down below. Make sure y'all go follow me, as well as send me a message, because I have something in store for y'all. And you won't know what is in store until you go follow me and send me a message. So make sure y'all go do that. Besides that, I'll see you on the next video of the actual breakdown of my strategy. And hopefully you guys are able to walk away today learning how to actually trade. I'll see y'all then. Peace. Alright, let's get into the actual breakdown of my strategy. If you guys pay attention, you guys can literally go apply this tomorrow and start making money in the markets. It's really that simple, okay? So, first things first, only use 3 time frames: the 1 hour, the 30-minute, and the 15-minute time frame, okay? So as soon as I get onto the charts, I'm on the 1 hour time frame. First things first, okay? So as I'm on the 1 hour time frame, I do not care about what's happening here. I do not care about what's happening here. I do not care about what's happening here. I'm only worried about what's happening at current price, which is going to be right here, okay? So boom. So we understand that we're only focusing on current price because this is a 1 hour time frame. So as I'm on a 1 hour time frame, I need to find my range, okay? So you can see at current price, we have a resistance sitting up here. Okay, so we can mark that right there. And then we also have a support sitting right here, down here. Now, why is this a support? Because we have a bearish closure. Then we also have a bullish closure. Why is this a resistance? We have a bullish closure and a bearish candle afterwards. So we're in this range right here on the 1 hour time frame, which you do not want to take any trades in here because price is going sideways and you don't know what it really wants to do, okay? So once you figure it out on the 1 hour time frame, we got onto the 30-minute, and boom. As you can see on the 30-minute time frame, you can see that we have candles sticking outside of the 1 hour zone. So whenever you see this, 9 out of 10 times you will see this, okay? You want to adjust your zones to the 30-minute candles. So we can move this zone up to here, right? Boom. And then we can adjust this down here a little bit. So now we have a clean 30-minute range. So price can either close above here and then start pushing, or price can either close down here and then start pushing, right? So boom, we have the ranges on the 1 hour, which we change it on the 30-minute. Now we go down to our 15-minute time frame and we wait. So what do I wait for here? I need to see if we get a closure either to the upside or the downside first, okay? So let's play this out. So you see right here, we have a closure, okay? It really doesn't matter how it closes. As long as you get a closure, then you can eventually start looking for your positions. So we have a closure, but does that mean we took sell here? No, because once you get a closure, if you are selling, you need this next candle, which was this blue candle, to come up first, make that top wick, and then reflip to break the lows of this candle. Okay, now when we break the low, we do not break the, like on the wick, we need to give it some room to break to give you that full confirmation that we are breaking, okay? So on this setup right here, this candle did not flip and break. It flipped bullish and went back into the range. So we don't see nothing there, okay? So let's keep playing this out. Boom. We have another closure. Now, do we enter this trade because it closed for sells? No, because why? This next candle did not come up and re-break the lows. We did not get a break of this low. So this is how you're going to avoid fake outs, because this is where people are getting stopped out at. People see closure, they're selling. People see closure, they're selling. But why are you selling if you only got one confirmation? That's not enough confirmation to really sell or buy, okay? So you need multiple confirmation. So as soon as you get a closure, the next candle needs to come up first. It needs to make a top wick to then re-break the low if you are looking for sells in any positions, okay? Has to make a top wick and reflip to break the lows. So boom, this candle went back into the range. What do we do here? We just wait, because we're not trading in this range. Just because we close back in here doesn't mean I'm going to buy. I need to wait for confirmation, okay? So let's play this out. Now, look what happened. We have a closure to the upside, which means that, okay, we could potentially look for buys, but we need another confirmation to give us our entry. Am I taking buys off of this candle? No, I need to wait. So I'm still sitting on my hands. So now, when you're in a buy position or you're planning on taking buys, you need this closure for one. But then you also need the next candle to come down first to make that bottom wick, and then reflip to break the candle wicks. And then you could eventually start taking buys, okay? So as soon as I see the next candle come down to make a bottom wick, I'm setting my buy stops at the break of these highs. And then hopefully if it flips and triggers us, boom, we're in a trade, okay? So now let's play this out. So you see how this candle came down to make that bottom wick? As soon as this candle is coming down to make that bottom wick, you could eventually set your buy stops at the break, which is right here. Okay, boom. So our buy stops are activated now because we already came down and we're breaking the previous candle high. And then your stop loss will go right below that current 15-minute candle. Reason why it goes right below that current 15-minute candle is because if it came down and then reflipped to break the highs, it has no business to come down and re-break a zone low. Because if that's the case, somebody's getting stopped out and it might be you getting stopped out, okay? So we set our stop loss right below this wick, not on the wick, right below it, okay? And then you could go for your 1-to-1s, 1-to-2s. For me, realistic, I've been going for a lot of 1-to-1s lately, but 1-to-2s do play out. But if you want to play it safe, get your money and go for a 1-to-1, okay? So let's set this at a 1-to-1. All right, so boom. So now we're in this trade, okay? So let's play this out. And just like that, your 1-to-1 was hit. And not only was the 1-to-1 hit, it literally went for 1-to-2, 1-to-3. So this is a power of waiting for confirmation. And this is called a range momentum setup. So this is momentum. You're just waiting on the closure. You wait on the next candle to give you confirmation before you set your buy or your sell stops, okay? So this is the first example. Now, let's go down to the second example. So boom, let's start on the 1 hour. This is oil on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so first things first, I'm looking for my range. So I'm not caring about what price did over here, what price support. I don't care about none of that. I just care about this current price action, okay? So I have my resistance right here. And then I have a support sitting right here. So anything in here, I don't want to trade. And a lot of you guys are going to ask, why am I not using this as a resistance? Because if you use this as a resistance, let's say you do get in for buys. You have this other resistance sitting right here. You're not going to, why take this risk, right? When instead, you could wait for price to actually break above here. Now you have clean range going up. There's nothing on the left side to stop it from going up. Right, so you want to make sure you have a clean range and always ask yourself, if I put my support or resistance right here and I do take a position, at which area could price stop at, okay? So this is my 1 hour range. Now let's go down to the 30-minute. Again, like I told you guys, every time you go down to the 30-minute, you will need to make adjustments. So our top zone is good. Bottom zone, you can see we have candles sticking out. So what we're going to do, we're going to adjust that to down here. So now we have a clean 30-minute range. I'm not taking any trades in here because, again, price could do whatever it wants in here, okay? So once I figure that out, I go down to the 15-minute time frame and I just wait. I wait for closure to the upside or the downside. So let's play this out. Boom. So what happened here? Let's replay this. We have a closure to the downside. Now, are you selling here? No, you need to wait for the next candle to form and give you that confirmation. So once I see a closure, I'm already anticipating for setting sell stops, but I need the next candle to do what? To make that top wick first, like this, and then reflip to break these lows. So once I see, as soon as I see the top wick forming, I'm already setting my sell stops, okay? So once I see the top wick, which is like this, okay, I'm gonna start setting sell stops right below here. So let's play this out. So now you see, this candle created that top wick. We break the lows, And as it re-breaks, I already have sell stops, so I'm already in the trade. So again, what do? We have sell stops set right below it, not on the wick, but right below it. Stop loss right above, not on the wick of the 15-minute top wick, right above it. And then we just let it play out. If you want to go for a 1-to-1, cool. 1-to-2, look at that. And now let's play this whole trade out. Let's really see what it does. Okay, so this trade literally gave you a 1-to-3, a little bit more than a 1-to-3. But again, the most you really want to go with these type of setups is a 1-to-2. Okay, so again, if you don't want to be stuck on a trade, go for your 1-to-1. But if you want to hold it out a little bit more, go for your 1-to-2. As you can see right here, 1-to-1 was hit, 1-to-2 was hit, 1-to-3 was hit. So this is the power of this strategy. It works all the time. I lied, not all the time, but it works a lot of times. And if you keep sticking to your actual plan and keep waiting for that confirmation, the trade is going to play out and you're going to have a higher probability of winning your setups. Okay, we're not guessing. Have you seen me guess at all? We're literally not guessing. We're literally waiting for candles to tell us what it wants to do. So boom, let's go down to NQ. So NQ looks a little bit more complex, but all the same thing, right? So on a 1 hour time frame, always start on the 1 hour. I look for my support and my resistance. So I see that we have a resistance sitting right here. I'm not caring about what price do over here, okay? I'm not caring about this area up here. You can still use this area up here, but honestly, it's the 1 hour time frame, so you don't want it to be too far because then you might not have a trade that day. So 1 hour time frame, I have my resistance right there. Then my support would be down here. So boom, we have a nice 1 hour range. Now once you figure out that range, reason why I'm not doing it right here, just because it looks a lot cleaner for me down here, because any given point, even if you have your support right here and price do come down, you just never know what it's gonna do. So you want to be able to have a nice range to where if you are iffy and trying to see, should I put this here or there, just put it somewhere where you feel like it makes the most sense. Okay, so I have my support down here, my resistance is up here. Now let's go down to the 30-minute. So now in the 30-minute time frame, in this situation, you don't have to adjust it because it's already adjusted. It's already lining up with everything. So just leave it as is, okay? So once we go to 30-minute, we see what's going on. I don't want to trade in here because any given point, price could consolidate like how it did here. It literally just did this, then it came down, and then consolidating, and then push up, and then consolidating, push up. So we just don't know what it really wants to do in here. So to be safe, you don't trade in this range, okay? Let's go down to the 15-minute. So now we just wait. Let's play this out. Okay, still not seeing nothing. It's okay, we're just waiting. This is all a waiting game. So boom. First closure outside of this range. Bullish closure. So nice. Now we could kind of see, okay, we might be buying, but I need to wait for confirmation just because this area has rejected multiple times, okay? There is a lot of fake outs, so you want to wait for your confirmation and your confirmation for entry. So once we get that closure, the next candle, I need it to come down, make a bottom wick first. As it's making that bottom wick, I'm going to set my buy stops right there. And then just see if it flips to break the highs to get you in for your position. So look at what this candle did. Came down, it made a wick all the way down to here. And as it came down, I'm already setting buy stops right above that previous 15-minute candle. Stops below this wick. And then your 1-to-1. Okay, so now let's play this out. 1-to-1's hit. And your 1-to-2 is hit. Just like that, bro. It's really this simple. Keep your trading simple, because once you keep it simple, you can actually see how the candles, how the pair is actually moving. Because if you have your charts with all these lines like this, bro, what are you looking at? Like, what are you trying to see? Like, you know, you're gonna second guess every trade that you try to get in because, oh, there's a line right here, or this is right here, or that is right there. You don't need all that, bro. You just need to understand price action, and once you understand that, you can literally capitalize on every single pair on whatever it is that you trade and actually make money in the markets. Again, you're not always going to win. The setups are not always going to play out, but it's going to play out more often than not if you really stick to one plan and one strategy. So you can see right here, let's play this out. I want to see how far this goes. Like, look at how crazy that is. This is a 1 to 4 now. Literally, this strategy is the only strategy that you will need. And if you are still having a hard time, just watch this video again and go over step by step on what I'm telling y'all, because again, this happens every single day. When you show up for your trading session, you're gonna see a range on the 1 hour. You go down to the 30-minute, adjust your ranges, go down to the 15-minute, and just wait. That's all it is. Okay, so I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you guys have any other questions, put a comment down below, or go follow my Instagram and send me a message, and I will reach back out to you. Okay, so beside that, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys learned something today. Peace.